A ballot can make a difference. One vote can change someone's life. Proposition 8 has been a popular political issue since the November 4, 2008 election, when the marriage rights of the LGBTQ community was taken from them. The entire election process can take a toll on the person's emotional well-being, not just the outcome of the election. And a study performed by Natalia C. Maisel and Adam W. Fingerhut examines the good and bad effects that campaign process can have on a targeted individual. Participating in a Proposition 8 campaign can have both good and bad effects on the LGBT participants because they are exposed to discrimination, can cause stronger or weaker relationships, and can positively build community pride. The LGBTQ citizens are exposed to a lot of stressors and stigmatization when participating in a campaign. For example, discrimination against the LGBT community, such as campaign signs that are for Prop 8, that hate signs, word of mouth, verbal abuse against individuals and the community as a whole. Recent research in the United States has begun to investigate the link between minority stress and proper well-being in a specific context of anti-gay initiatives. To support this idea, Dr. Russell conducted a qualitative study on the LGBTQ individuals after the passage of the anti-gay amendment in Colorado in 1992. The study concluded that the LGBTQ participants experienced feeling more stress and anxiety during a campaign process. There are several examples of these types of studies. Let me share two. The University of Memphis executed a study called Balancing Dangers GLBT Experience in the Anti-GLB Legislation. This study states that LGBT citizens experience tension because of the engagement to fight homophobic opinions or movements. This fight could result in increased hurt, fear, anger, and withdrawal from the engagement could result in continued invisibility and discrimination. Another study was released by the University of California. The study was entitled Comparing Sexual and Ethnic Minority Perspective on Same-Sex Marriage. This research was done in order to understand attitudinal foundation in the post-Proposition 8 conflict between GLBs and blacks. Statistics showed that 78% of black protestants were opposed to same-sex marriage. These findings are important to the point that LGBTQ citizens get stigmatized during the campaign because people in their community are not supportive and it makes them feel isolated and alone. Having to endure all of this abuse can take a toll on an individual, and support from your community and personal relationships can help. When undergoing the election process, LGBTQ citizens are against Proposition 8. Friends, family, co-workers, and romantic partners contribute to the journey by being supportive or unsupportive. Going back to my Sons and Fingerhut study, the results concluded that if friends, co-workers, and family, etc. are supported, then their bond will grow stronger, whereas if they're unsupportive, then the relationship will deteriorate. The study also concluded that romantic partners are also undergoing stress fighting for the same rights. The problem encountered here is if the relationship is able to stand strong and provide support while still participating in the campaign. Some partners are able to not let the campaign or the results affect their relationships, whereas others become stressed from the negative attention, causing stress within the relationship, and then they become defenseless. With all these facts in mind, consider what can happen if the LGBTQ community gets politically defeated. Let me tell you about an observation made by Schaefer and King-Knetz in 2005. The observation states that political defeats could engender an experience which is similar to losing a loved one and attending their funeral. This observation provides reason to why it is important to have friends, family, and partners support. If their support is not provided, then it will affect the relationship. Regardless of the people who are not supporting you, when participating in this campaign, you are never alone. The community who you represent holds a lot of pride. Participating in the campaign can build community pride because witnessing the support from the community can help provide the feeling of unity. The community comes out to support Proposition 8 with campaign signs that are against it, supportive quotes, and you get to meet individuals who relate to the same struggle. The community is fighting for the LGBTQ rights. They all have the endurance to support the community and fight for the legal marriage of the gays. LGBTQ citizens are exposed to a large amount of stigmatization. When undergoing the selection process, the LGBTQ citizens are anti-Proposition 8. Friends, family, co-workers, and romantic partners contribute to their journey by being supportive or unsupportive. Participating in the election can build community pride because witnessing the support from the community and the help provided gives you the feeling of unity. After learning all the facts, now you know the journey that LGBTQ citizens endures throughout the campaign process. Waiting for the ending results of the election is stressful for the targeted group. The fight begins with the campaign process. This process can bring both negative and positive effects to the LGBT community.